up, everyone? I'm the Kaiju no Kami here at Colorado Anime Fest 2022 with
Cruellica Kain,
and we are interviewing
Chris Hackney. Hi, guys.
And for people who might not know who you are, who are you?
I'm a voice actor. Most people know me from Fire Emblem Three Houses as Dimitri. Currently, everybody's Genshin Impact as Kamisato Ayato. Anime-wise, I've been in Illumi and Hunter x Hunter, Francis Fitzgerald in Bungo Stray Dogs, and just a bunch of other stuff, luckily.
And you're the new voice of Athrun.
I am in the NYAV dub of Gundam SEED and Destiny. I'm Athrun Zala.
Was that kind of hard to take over the role from someone who had already done it?
It was weird, but Sam is fantastic as Athrun, and I watched in college, dating myself. I watched Gundam SEED on Toonami. But I tried to steer as far away from what he was doing, and kind of, because our version I feel like is its own version, and they should both kind of be enjoyed for what they each are, you know. So I didn't want to step on any toes.
And that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, I think it's exciting to have a new experience with SEED and SEED Destiny. Without aging myself, because I'm probably older than you. I'm older than most of the voice actors I've met.
I don't know about that. We'll see.
I watched it. Oh God, it came out. I was actually out of college when it came out, right?
This is 2004, wasn't it?
Yes, I was out of college.
Okay. Yeah, I was almost out of college at that point.
Because Gundam SEED Destiny was airing in Japan at the time Gundam SEED came on Toonami. Because I was watching Raws of Destiny at that time, and I was like, why is Mula Flaga wearing a helmet in this one? Everyone's like, that's not Mula Flaga. I'm like, yes, it is, because since I hadn't seen SEED, I didn't know he died.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, that's totally Mula Flaga. And everyone's like, no, it's not.
They pulled a shower on you.
And then when it happened, I was like, see? And they're like, but that. I was like, and then when Toonami finally showed the ending of SEED, I was like, oh, that's why no one thought it was.
I appreciated the new opportunity to watch it, because while I think it was Ocean Group who did it, right? Yes, Ocean Group. And I'm used to them for so many years because
Inuyasha, Gundam Wing, all the
everything.
Yeah.
I've heard their voices a million times. So it's exciting to hear a new adaptation of it, because like you said, it's a brand new experience. Yeah. It's just like with any other series that had been redubbed, like Escaflowne or anything like that. It's great to have that new opportunity. And with that, I guess, how did you get involved with the project? I imagine you auditioned like anybody else, but did you seek it out, or did somebody seek you out?
They luckily, Stephanie Shea sent out auditions for it, and I got to audition. I honestly didn't think it was. If I got into it, maybe I would be lucky to be some guys who die in the background or something like that. So when they told me that I was going to play Athrun, I was a bit thrown back, because that's a big part, and especially because we were going to do both SEED and Destiny. That was 94 episodes, I think. Because we did the HD remaster, which also cut some of the
clip shows out.
Yeah, and but we didn't do the movies, unfortunately. But it was weird. I wasn't expecting it at all. It was just a happy accident that turned into a lot of recording over many months.
Well, at least it's a steady paycheck, right?
It was great, and I loved because Carrie Kiernan, who directed, we spent a lot of time together. She's my weekend wife. We literally, almost every single weekend, I would do 8 hours on Saturday and then another 8 hours on Sunday, because they wanted it done as soon as we could get it. So she was literally I saw her almost more than my actual wife, the entire time we were recording.
So one thing I wanted to talk about that I thought was super cool. Well, for anyone who doesn't know, Chris has joined us in Colorado for our convention weekend. And as my one friend would say, he doesn't skip leg day. So he was still exercising, as he posted on Twitter. And I'm amazed that you could breathe while exercising in Colorado in less oxygen. And what keeps you motivated to exercise, especially when you're dealing with a taxing art form is like voice acting, because you have to use your voice and you have to control your airflow, and with exercising you're moving so much. How did you get involved, and how do you keep motivated with that?
Honestly, it was a personal journey for me. Like during the pandemic, I was stuck at home. I had my day job, just sitting at a desk, working all day, not being able to do any exercise, and I was not in a good mental place. Mm-hmm. So I got up to like my heaviest I had ever been in my life, and I finally said, I can't do this anymore. So at just the beginning of 2021, I'm like, I've got to do something. Let me just start walking. So I started going for walks, just walking, doing different things. Oh no, beginning of 2020. Sorry, but I just walking, doing more, and I tried to find more exercises that would be good and easy for me, because I didn't want to go out into the world to the gym and expose myself or possibly other people to COVID. So I looked. I'm a big wrestling fan, and
God, I love wrestling.
And I for years I had watched WCW, and I knew about Diamond Dallas Page, and he has his DDP yoga. Mm-hmm. So I started. It's not a plug. It may or may not work for you. It's just something that worked for me personally. But I bought the DVDs because they were on sale, and I started doing it, and I felt better, and it actually. Over the 14 weeks that I did it, I lost 50 pounds.
Oh wow!
And I felt like I was in a better place. And I've never been the most active or physically fit person. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you know what? I'm coming up. I'm almost 40. Before I turn 40, let me try and better myself in some way. So I just decided to switch it up. I started doing more weight exercises and stuff with dumbbells and things. So I purchased dumbbells, and that's my me time. It's my mental health, mm-hmm. for something for myself, along with video games.
Oh, absolutely. And I think why I appreciate that so much, seeing that, not that it's a knock against anybody else who doesn't do it, but I think it's motivating and inspiring, because a lot of us in the nerd community, we're so comfortable with watching television or playing our video games because we get our interactivity from that. So it's inspiring to know that that you can get motivated trying something new. Wrestling is definitely a great way. I also think of trying to do minor cardio while you're watching something, just so you can still be ingrained in it. And I really appreciated seeing that, because most people think, oh, it's a con weekend, I can just eat whatever I want, have fun, and you're staying strict. And I was like, I love you and I hate you all at the same time. You sound like my friend who's a trainer who's like, you gotta keep up with it.
Well, it's one of those things where if you stop doing it's like a habit. If you stop doing it, it becomes it's easier to get out of the habit.
Absolutely.
Than to stay in the habit. And yeah, like you said, you can do it like I said, I love walking. Mm-hmm. I'd walk. I ended up walking 4.5 miles every day.
Oh wow!
And I put on a podcast, or if with Crunchyroll or something, you could put on an anime episode. Just put your headphones in and just walk, and watch at the same time. That's a 20-minute episode. That's 20 minutes of walking.
That's a great idea, because everybody has a smartphone to do that these days.
Exactly.
No, I love it. See, this is why I like having you and so many other people on our videos, because you give people chances to learn new things, because all of his students are like, you just watch cartoons all day, don't you? And he's like, no.
No.
But they don't listen to him.
You gotta find something. Not everything is right for everybody. But
Absolutely.
You've gotta find something that is right for you, that helps you in some way. Like I said, this was a mental health thing that I did for myself. Mm-hmm. And exercise can be that for other people.
Absolutely.
Just walking, or with the yoga, I'm literally standing in one place, but I'm getting cardio in and doing stuff. So I could put the music on and get to it, or like I said, put on an episode from Crunchyroll, or put on a movie, and it's 20 minutes out of my day, and I can still do the other things I want, sit there and play Final Fantasy 14 or some other video game. You know?
That's becoming newly addicting again.
Yeah. Now that the trial's back open, you can now play for free up to level 60 in the award-winning Heavensward expansion. Yes.
Not a plug once again, but still.
Breaking those ad revenue.
Sponsor us now.
Is there any other hobbies you like doing outside of exercising?
When I get a chance to, like playing video games. I love when I get the opportunity to. I like building Gunpla. Ever since I became enamored with it when Gundam Wing came out here in the U.S. And I learned all about Gundam and Gunpla, just sitting for hours and just a little snip here and there, putting little pieces together. It's just a Zen time. It's very cathartic to sit there and just just do nothing. Maybe put on some chill beats in the background, and just put together the leg of a Gundam for like 2 hours. Because I'm very slow at it.
Yeah, actually, Gundam Wing taught me I'm not a model kit person.
I didn't realize that they were model kits when it came out. So I like Wing came out, and I was in Toys R Us one day. Again, dating myself, I guess, because now they're gone.
Yes.
I know.
As an action figure collector, the death of Toys R Us really pains me.
They had a lot of limited, like the Toys R Us exclusives that were great. Them and KB Toys both.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Yeah.
Now you've really aged yourself.
I've
just
really
so you
aged
know
myself
this.
here. Thanks. Thanks, me. Good job, me. But like, I walked in and I saw they had the row of the Gunpla, and I saw like the Wing and the Death Scythe and the Sandrock and the Epion and the Tall Geese, and I'm like, I want them, and I'm thinking they're figures. So I bought a couple, took it home, I busted open, and I just see these like rings of plastic, and I'm like, what is this? Oh no, it's a model kit. I'm gonna have to get glue and stuff, and I'm looking at the instructions, and like, oh, it just snaps together and everything. So I just tried my hand in it, and I just had a blast. It's great.
So one thing that you had mentioned during the opening ceremonies that I really liked is you talked about going to the artist alley and picking up artwork. And I actually saw that you posted on your Twitter, not to stalk you, but just to learn about people.
That's okay.
I liked how you posted fan art from some of your fans or some of the artwork you purchased. And what keeps you inspired to buy that art? Not just because it's good, but do you like just supporting young artists, or?
Yeah, because voiceover is a form of the arts. It's acting. Like, I feel like artists, musicians, artists, actors, everybody, we're doing something that we love that doesn't necessarily make us a lot of money. So we've got to be supported in some way or another. So if I can go to the conventions, everybody's here for a good time, maybe to pick up a print of their favorite characters and stuff. So if I can find something that I like and get it and help support the artist and like tag them on Twitter and show everybody, hey, here's their Twitter, here's their Instagram. Maybe they also have an Etsy store, and someone will commission them, and they'll be able to continue doing what they love. Like, I would want someone to do the same for me, so why not do that for other people?
No, I think that's great. It's always important to pay it forward whenever we can.
Yeah, and it's not a whole lot, but if we can do it, then what's a few bucks here and there to try and help make the world like a little tiny bit better by making someone's life a little, let them do what they love.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, and that's one thing, like some of the conventions, like there was this one guy, because my channel does a lot of catering to the tokusatsu genre, which are Japanese superheroes.
Oh, I know all about Super Sentai and Kamen Rider.
Okay,
so.
I'm doing a Kamen Rider panel tonight as well, but
Heisei era, Reiwa era?
Heisei Phase 1.
Nice.
But yeah, so I've reviewed 38 Sentai series, 11 Kamen Rider series, most of the Ultramans, everything like Mill Creek has brought to America, Garo, and so there was a seller at Denver Comic Con a couple years ago who was selling tokusatsu fan art and everything. So I did an interview with him so I could promote his channel.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Or his store and everything, because tokusatsu also is like what anime was 20 years ago, where it's new to the American shores, where people are like, well, it's just Power Rangers. No, you have to look past that.
Well, it's fantastic. Like, if you know both Power Rangers and Super Sentai, it's great to watch the two series and compare them to see the differences, because Power Rangers has always been its own thing, but I also appreciate like I always use the example of like Special Police, Deca Ranger. How there are some episodes where they literally did a shot-for-shot remake of the original series in Power Rangers.
I actually do have a little series I've done on YouTube called Super Sentai versus Power Rangers, where I take an episode from each series that has the same plots, and I do a compare and contrast of them to show what's the same, what's different. Like for Mighty Morphin, the one where Babu turns Kimberly and Billy into punks, to the Jude Ranger equivalent, with May and Dan being turned evil, or then for Time Ranger with the love monster that takes over the male Rangers.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I love stuff like that. Okay, this is an interview. I'm gonna ask you a question. So, favorite Kamen Rider series?
Blade.
Good choice. Okay.
Oh my.
Fives.
I'm actually watching that right now for review.
Okay, so I won't spoil anything.
No, we've seen it.
You've seen it before. Okay.
I used to own the Region 2 DVDs because I imported them so that I could support. Because I bought a lot of the Region 2 DVDs to support, because obviously since in America fan subs were doing away,
right.
I wanted to still show my support for the official products.
Yeah, I just in Los Angeles right now in Little Tokyo, there's a Bandai Namco pop-up where I went there, and they've got a bunch of Gunpla stuff, but they also have some of the imported, like the Kamen Rider 30th anniversary, the belts, the kit belts, as well as I got the model kits for Kabuto and Faiz.
Oh, nice.
So,
I'm waiting GameStop. I had pre-ordered from them the CSM Agito belt, and they're supposed to be getting it in next week.
Oh, you could do that to GameStop? Because I really wanted the double driver.
We've got it.
Yeah.
I want it.
We could go on forever, but with that said, what social media links can people find you at?
Twitter and Instagram both. I'm at Chris Hackney, GGK. That's where I'm most active, so come and hang out, talk weird, nerdy stuff to me, and I'll be retweeting a bunch of fan art.
And any final words for our viewers?
Find something you love and do it. Put some time in your day to do it. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, anything. Everybody needs a mental health break every now and then, so just find that one thing that like sparks joy for you and try to do it.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Until next time, bye.